Hi everybody, and welcome to the third semester. So what we are doing is changing gears a little bit. We are going to retire our old Google Classroom that was focusing on visual projects and audio projects, and we are going to start the second half of our year with a new Google Classroom that's going to be focused on computer science. We're doing a curriculum called MyCS that's being practiced in San Francisco and New York and Philadelphia public schools. And to start this off, it's going to be a set curriculum, which is going to be a little more advanced than what we've been doing, which are kind of just small batches of projects that lead into each other. So the pace is going to be pretty quick. There's a lot of people who have been going kind of slow, taking their time, watching a lot of music videos. That's not going to cut it in this one. So you've got to really try to put in that 30 to 40 minutes a day, take that last 10 minutes free, and that's it if you want to keep up. So number one, intro to MyCS. What we're going to be doing is jumping back into Scratch. In MyCS, the unit one is what we're going to be working on is divided up into 10 units, and our first one is just the programming basics. Some of you should remember this from last year because we did kind of jump in and get our feet wet. We're going to be doing some more advanced versions of the intro projects we did last year, just like we're doing in Scratch. So for this, lesson 1.1, we are going to do one of the basic intro projects that some of you did last year, animating our name, but we're going to use PNGs, and hopefully the same PNGs that you used in your last projects. So I'm going to jump into Scratch. I should be giving you the link below. It should look something like this. And then when you want to go to create your project, I'm going to click the Create button. And then starting off, we don't want the cat, so we can just right-click on him and click Delete. And on the top right here, there's that question mark, and that's going to give us all our tutorial projects. So we're going to go down to Animate Your Name. You can watch the video here and go through the sound effects. Some of you might remember it from last year. The big difference this year is that instead of using their letters, we're going to bring in our own letters. So if you still have your PNG letters from your project, you can import them now. Or if you need to download them again, that's absolutely fine. Just remember you're searching for transparent and save as a PNG. Don't save before you see that white and gray. So I'm going to import a PNG right here. So I'm going to grab this H. When it comes in, it'll show up on your sprites. If you want to change the name, if you right-click it and click Info, that'll let you change the name. So I'm going to take that garble and just put H, and then click back. How do I change the size? When I go to Costumes up here, so the H is very big because we're doing some high-resolution stuff, which is great. When you click on Costumes, it brings up something that looks a bit like Pixlr. You know, if you wanted to change the way letters rotated, you can move things around, you can start to erase. Many of the same options as Pixlr. I'm going to click the Select tool, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. And I'm going to select that whole H, and then I just want to make it smaller. I'm going to put it just in the middle just to keep things centered. Press Enter. And notice in my palette over here, now it refreshes. So that's my H. I'm going to name this my name, Mr. Higgins, name animation project. All right, looks great. So what you do is just go through with all of these. You know, you go grab your next one if you want. HI. When that comes in, I go to Costumes, I select, change the size down to what I want. So when you're watching the Animate Name video and you're looking through the steps, they give you a couple different options. If you want to add a color effect, they'll show you here. If you want to add a sound, or you want to add a backdrop, or if you want to make your letter spin. One thing that I want to show now is just a little bit of that code. So I'm going to jump over to my project here. It should be uploaded on yours. If I go to Studio, and I go to Mr. Higgins Animated Name Project. So this is an example of what you're going to be doing when you're complete. It's loading up. I've got my 11 assets. So on my project right here, when you click, the colors change and it does a swirl. So I'm going to click See Inside. Now the code that I've created, and this is actually the exact code that the project suggests for you to do in add a color effect or make it spin. One thing I want to show you, which is going to save you a lot of time in this project, is the backpack. So if you click down here at the bottom, this is almost like a save spot for your code. So if on my M, I made this code, it says when sprite is clicked, repeat 36 times, turn 10 degrees, and wait 0.02 seconds. 36 times 10 is 360, so that's a full circle. So that's why when I click this M, for example, it'll turn a full circle around. And when this sprite is clicked, change color effect by 25. Now I could change that around. But if you want to save your code, you take it and you put it down the bottom and it copies it. Now if I go to another project or I click over to another sprite, I can keep dragging my code in. So by using that method, it's going to let you kind of build this up fairly quickly once you get your letters in. So this project is basically you bring in all your letters, make sure they're sized properly, and then you add your code. You add your background, you save it, and then when you're ready to do, you'll do a save now, and make sure it's saved. And then you're on the top right, you're going to have a share project. So when you click share, that's going to make sure it's going to produce the project. And then what you can do once you have that project here is you copy that text. And when we come into our Scratch Studio, you're going to add yours, and that's where you're going to get your name. You can click Add Projects. You're going to paste in your project URL. You're going to add that to the group projects, and so we can see what each other have done. Okay? So for this project, what you need is you're going to have all your letters, your PNG letters, a background, and you're going to have some kind of coded effect on each of those letters. You're going to upload it, then you're going to turn it in, and it's going to let me know that you're ready to be graded. Okay, excited to see what you do, and have a great day. Bye.